You leave the party early, not because anything bad happened. You smiled, you laughed, you did the little updates about work and life, you hugged the people you genuinely like. But the whole time, a quiet clock was ticking in the back of your head, counting down the minutes until you could go home and hear your own thoughts again. Then you get into your car, you shut the door, and the silence feels like cold water. Your shoulders drop, your jaw unclenches, your brain stops sprinting, and you think finally, you aren't antisocial, you aren't sad, you aren't cold either. You're someone whose nervous system repairs itself in solitude. We often misunderstand why this feels so good. We think we just like peace and quiet, but psychology points to something deeper: cognitive load. Think of social interaction like walking on a balance beam. Even when you're having fun, your brain is working hard, tracking tone, timing your laughter, reading faces, making sure you don't fall. Solitude is the moment you finally step off the beam. Outside, your brain is running a background program called impression management, monitoring your face, your laughter, your timing. Even when you're having fun, you're doing tiny calculations. Did I talk too much? Too little? Was that joke weird? When you're alone, that program shuts down, and the energy that was spent on monitoring becomes energy you can spend on living. So when you like being alone, you're usually one of three types. Type 1, the quiet recharger. For some of you, this is purely biological. You're wired for depth and low stimulation. You don't get lonely when the party ends. You get saturated. You feel best after a long walk, a slow morning, a solo project that pulls you into focus. Your brain is not broken. It just has a lower threshold for social noise. Type 2, the self-protector. For others, solitude is actually a form of protection. You learned that being seen comes with a cost. Maybe you were criticized. Maybe you were interrupted. Maybe closeness meant drama, pressure, or emotional labor you couldn't escape. So you retreat, not because you hate people, but because your body associates people with risk. Solitude becomes your safest armor. Type 3, the inner world builder. This one is almost spiritual. You like being alone because you simply like being with yourself. You don't retreat to escape the world. You retreat to build a new one. You crave the company of your own mind because that's where your best ideas, your plans, and your peace actually live. But there is one question we have to ask ourselves to keep this healthy. Are you choosing solitude because it nourishes you, or because connection feels unsafe? There is a difference between solitude and hiding. If your world keeps shrinking and you stop answering the people you actually love, that's not peace. That's fear. Real solitude doesn't trap you. It restores you. It gives you enough energy to eventually go back out there and be the person you want to be. So no, you don't love being alone because you're weird. You love it because it's the only place where you are allowed to just be. If this sounds like you, tell me, do you use your alone time to recharge or to create?